But okay, we're going to get started here. We're going to be doing the crane rolls. Again, chat, right now, this is just a collection copy. I'm just getting the one. There's definitely reasons to get multiple of her. And certainly, like I talked about in her servant analysis, she is a good unit. She's a really solid challenge support caster. You could use her in farming. She's just really, like, difficult to make work and really convoluted. So it's kind of like using the Qin Gong comps that maybe take a really long time. If it's the only option that works for you, go for it. But ultimately, most people will try to do another comp that's just less of a pain in the ass. So it's kind of the same thing with Miss Crane here. And again, like I said, I think she's great, but just a little bit of a word of advice for anyone looking to roll on Miss Crane. Maybe don't if you don't have the budget. If you're trying to save, if you're trying to hold out for those middle of the year units that's really good, definitely do that. Keep saving, keep holding for them. Again, Miss Crane will have other banners, so don't worry about having to get her right here, right now. So again, we're going to go ahead and start. Don't worry about the quartz amount because, well, that'll change. Her one and only time for me is during this Annie GSSR, yeah. I simped for Crane and got no shame. No, I do really like Crane's design. I really like just how sleek and elegant she is in that regard. That's one of the, like, best parts about her design for me. Again, she's our only servant, I think, drawn by Shaka P, who's a fantastic artist for FGO. He does a lot of really good craft essence art. But I really wish they'd give him another crack at another servant, because again, I think he did a great job with Miss Crane. I think her design, her overall aesthetic is a big reason for why people would want to roll for her. But yeah, like I said, as tempting as she is, I don't think everybody has to have her. I think she's a really cool, really fun unit for what she enables, but she is not the gotta have type of support caster. She's not the essential unit for your Chaldea. There are some times that she can be really useful. In particular, and just talking about this, in those Road to 7 Super Recollection quests, there's times where, like, having Miss Crane really enables you to stretch the capabilities of a column. So, Xandero, thank you for the 28. It's taking everything I have to skip this culture lady. I told you guys would really like the event. You'd really like how she handles herself and stuff like that. So it's a fun one for me in that regard. She's a desire sensor trap for Renarish fans. I can see that. This is my very first roll already. Chap, thank you for the 54. Hope you're doing good today. My case was 4 multis. Crane wanted me to simp along her. Yeah, like I was saying, I think the fact that everybody got lucky means that I'm probably going to have to go the distance here. Because I typically am the opposite of what everybody else in the community is. She was too adorable to skip. Yep. Thank you for the 100. Appreciate it, SD. Off to tennis. Good luck on rolls. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. I got her, but no 5-star C. Yeah. Ronnie, thank you for the 14. Appreciate the well wishes. Again, for anybody watching on YouTube, today is basically the day right before the tax deadline. I had to work late today. I wasn't even sure I was going to make it home today. I didn't want to have to cancel the rolls, though, so I had to just delay the stream a little bit, but we made it. But tomorrow is going to be hell at work, so... But at least once tomorrow's done, we are done, and I don't have to worry about it. And that means my hours should go back down. I should finally be able to deal with some of the sound issues we've had on stream. I should finally be able to start cleaning up my house, finally, like, have a lot more time to get stuff done, especially planned content and everything like that. Well, there's your trap card right there for the Erish and Rin fans. So you get some time off for crunch. So normally we get the Friday after the deadline off. It's a like choose your own adventure type day where you can either choose to work that day or get it off. But if you choose to work that day, you can take the day off somewhere else. And typically, it's better to take the day off somewhere else because so many people take the day off that my dad typically lets us go home early, which is hilarious. And thank you, Angora. Your luck can't be worse than mine. I hit pity for Crane. Understandable. Do you think they'll ever make an MHX version of Lartoria? So like low-key, Double X is really close to Lartoria. She has twin Rongo Miniad, and she has bigger boobs, basically. At least that's the way it's portrayed, compared to MHX. But I would love it. If they really wanted to go that route, I'd be A-okay with it. And I've talked about this before, that one of the things I think FGO is lacking in its servant design as we started heading into like year 8 now is basically that they're focusing too much on everything being new, and they're not really getting that nostalgia kick very often. And so it's been a long time since we've seen a Saberface. It's been a long time since we've seen a Sakura face. It's been a long time since we've seen a Rin face. And so as much as people want to complain about the Saber faces, I say bring them on. Bring on all of the old nostalgia units, right? Like, I'd love to see more versions of them. I think that's one of the best things they did with LB7 is bring out Nidochris Alter. And honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and say this without spoiling anything, but the costumes that we get in Lost Belt 7 would have been better as a new unit. I think that would have absolutely driven people's hype through the roof, and people would have rolled like crazy. Need a new Erish? Yep. Skip got redeemed. Chat doesn't want to listen to the Digimon theme song. Oh, gold orbs. Is it a caster? Is this? Oh my god. What? You know, with how many times doubles happened to VIP, I really thought that was going to be one. And I was like, holy shit, does the streak continue? Told you your luck couldn't be worse than mine? Apparently. Now the question is, that was pretty lucky. Do I want NP2? I'm just going for the token copy. Listen, that's how I started out all the time, right? Like, so it is her attack up that she gives. It's not really worth it to NP2 now. Not really. Like, you don't get much out of like the overcharge aspect of it. Again, you could get overcharged, but that would only increase the charge she gives from 30 to 35, which isn't that good. You're more looking at instead the actual NP level, and the NP level gives 10% attack up, which could be nice. It just really depends. I'm the crane you saved the other day. I just got here. How many multis was that? Enough. Inexhaustible loyalty. Damn, I like that in a woman. So chat, yeah, like basically NP1's 20%, NP5's 40%, NP2 is 30. So like getting the second copy gets me like half the potential upgrade. I don't know. Let's keep going. I feel like it, chat. I don't feel like doing anything today. I'm mentally dead. So let's just keep rolling so that we can keep degenning. I don't want to have to think. BS luck, exactly. That's how NP levels tend to go anyway? Yeah. Bro, the event does make me want to roll Saint Quartz for Crane. Look, chat, I'm doing this for you. It's totally not for me. I can't say that with a straight face. Must not roll. Don't roll. I'm just gonna tell you right now, do not roll. He's here for the C's now? Yeah, I'm literally here for the checks notes. Amakusa C. Ain't my Saint Quartz to have at it, champ? Yeah. It's how they do it every time. Listen, it is what it is, chat. Only for the Nido coins, surely. I mean, I wouldn't mind the Nido coins. Like, I don't know. I probably don't need them. I probably am perfectly fine. I'd have to go look, but it just is what it is. Wait, chat, are you guys song requesting the actual music from the event? Nice, you are. Good job, chat. Keep it up. I got the 4-star C with a ticket and stopped while I was ahead. Honestly, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. So, chat, would you want Grail Live to come back? Would you want a redo, a rerun of Grail Live with more costumes? Oh no. Oh no. Arturi is like, hey, I'll be your idol. That shit, chat, that was worth the 30 quartz right there just for that. You'll never get me to be angry about an Arturia spook, ever. Knows you're having a hard day, indeed. That chat, the past time she has shown up, it has been a, hey, you need to persist. You like loyalty in women, huh? I do. She always wants your attention. No, she only shows up when it's funny to do so, and I always laugh at it. Gold orbs again. Archer? Ah, Nyan Cat. Hello, motherfucker. Even if you're pulling for a rate up saber, even if I was pulling for a rate up saber, I would not get angry. That's actually happened before. Oh yeah, Aurelia's gone? Wait, why is she? Oh, right. Hold on. I'll do something about that. That's just because of the power outage we had. You've been on an Oshi no Ko kick, so I'm hesitant about anything idols right now. Listen, I know everybody and their brother wants me to watch that. I started watching it. I got 8 minutes in, and the girl said that, what did she say? She basically said, like some, lies are the essence of love, and I immediately just, noped the fuck out. I noped the fuck out, chat, because I was just like, that's such a terrible concept. I can't believe we're going to teach our kids this. That's a red flag. What the fuck? Yeah. Have you watched Hell's Paradise? I have been. And again, I know there's plenty of people out there that like Oshi no Ko because it's going to be avant-garde and stuff like that. For me, I don't think it's for me. That's the idea, isn't it? No. No, I think a relationship built on lies is a terrible relationship. But yeah, Hell's Paradise has actually been really good. that opening to Hell's Paradise is a banger. And then besides that, I actually really like kind of what it's doing with the story on that one. Cat's still jealous. Also digging one-hit kill sister. Yes. Yes. Sister's hot. But obviously there's going to be major incest vibes in that show. It's wrong and flawed, and it's a red flag for a reason. But yeah, I kind of know what happens in the show because someone was telling me about it. But like, I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone. It just like I just kind of like sat there and just immediately went like, ah, this is how the show's gonna be. The new demon chick is hot also. Yes. You suck? Thank you. I watched the first 2 episodes of Mashal. It's pretty silly. I love Mashal. Mashal's been Mashal's like basically what happens if in Harry Potter all of a sudden they had a mudblood that had no magical power and his name was Arnold Schwarzenegger and they let him in. Right? Like that's what Mashal is. And so he's just like and just like crushes everything. You catch up with Heavenly Delusion? I've watched the first 2 episodes. I haven't watched the 3rd one. Is it just Black Clover that doesn't take itself seriously? Oh, there's way more animes than that. Would you like to see an event based around the Gorgon sisters? Yeah, if it meant we got a new Medusa. Mashal is best anime of the year contender. I don't know that it's best, but I do like it. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm the type of person, Chad, I really like comedy in my anime. I really like my anime to be lighthearted. I really like my anime to be fun. I don't really like the like super avant-garde, super dark animes. I think that sort of thing just naturally kind of like drives me up a wall. And my standpoint has always been that life is sad enough. I don't need to watch anime to make me feel worse. There's plenty of things in life that are gonna make me feel like crap. Hold on, chat. It's trying its damnedest not to let me buy a pack. There we go. The blood price is paid. Oh yeah, chat, we got the good number of quartz. And that's why Violet Evergarden's a horribly overrated show. Nah, like, I understand why people like that, right? Like, I'm not gonna yuck someone else's yum. If someone wants to watch it, that's great. But please understand, guys, if you're pushing Oshi no Ko on everyone, you're gonna start to get some pushback. It's the same thing that happened when people started pushing Chainsaw Man on everyone. And I think Chainsaw Man's a good show, but I think when people start to push it and they don't realize that some people might not like it and they still try to ram it down their throat, there's naturally going to be backlash. And that's why you started seeing some people be like, Chainsaw Man's overrated. It's not that good. I don't understand what people are talking about. And that's a big reason why, is because so many people just were really kind of forcing it down everyone's throat. So it's kind of a similar deal here, right? Like, you don't want to push it onto someone that you don't think will like it. Do yourself a favor, because they'll probably respect you more for not having done that. If you only recommend them things that you think they'll like, rather than the things that you like, that tends to work better. And I do the same thing with all of my friends. Like, I know when I watch certain animes, I'm like, okay, Zephyr, really gonna like that. I'm like, oh, Steve would like that. Oh, Torak might like that. Oh, Trubs would like that, right? Like, so I know what certain people like in that regard, and I'm only going to recommend them the shows that I think they'll like. And I might, like, toss out there, like, hey, there's this other show that's really good, and it's about this, and see whether or not they're open to it, but I don't really, like, push it on them. I really like drama and mystery anime. Did you ever watch ID Invaded, Avalon? You can roll for me next time I go on this banner? Sure. That makes too much sense, I know. Eventually the series is going to hit a slow, boring pace and people are going to switch up. Yeah. Zephyr doesn't like anime, you're not wrong. What's the darkest anime you've seen? Probably Erased. I don't know. Erased is like up there, but there's some other shit, right? Like, I'd have to actually sit down and think about that. Guys, you gotta remember, I've seen like 800 anime. And this is why, at this point, I don't, like, care to watch certain genres, because I kind of know what I'm getting into and just know, like, like, I'm sure it's not a bad thing. I'm sure it's good, but, like, I just don't care about it. I did watch that and liked it, yeah. Are you watching Witch of the Mercury? I am. It's like the second core is season 1 now, but it's at least I watched the first episode of the second core here. I don't know if there's a second one out already. Devilman Crybaby for me? I don't think I actually continued with that. I think I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes of it, but I don't remember what happened and why I stopped. Something happened to your mic, Cat. I was listening to one of your VODs just now and you sound really different. Yeah, Windows updates, I guess. Okay, yeah, Berserk anime and manga, I think, would probably be some of the, like, most darkest shit that I've, like, known of. I have never actually, like, sat down and read Berserk. But I also, like, tried to watch I think it was, like, the 2017 anime. And, well, let's just say I didn't get very far in that one. And not because it was, like, super dark, but because it was bad. For me, it's Ergo Proxy. Okay, I've seen Ergo Proxy. Ergo Proxy is, yeah, it's pretty dark. Elfen Lied's also pretty dark, I feel like. You know, like Fate Zero, that's pretty dark. Fate Zero is more like, it kind of gets dark at the end. And that's mostly because, like, you know how everything has to end up, right? You ever seen Psycho-Pass or Parasite? Yeah, I've seen both of those. I haven't seen Ancient Magus Bride. Elfen Lied is gorgeous to look at, though. Yes, and I did say Elfen Lied. I'm going to pick up the Gundam show. I've heard good things. It is. Just understand it's a lot more, like, school-based, and there's... While there are, like, duels, there's not as much fighting in the first half. I think the second half is going to have a lot more fighting. They say Fate Zero's manga is way darker. Yeah, I mean, it's written by Uro Butcher, chat. Is awesome? Yeah, exactly, Mish. Parasite is a little kid and it was not for kids, yep. Anybody set in high school equal drop? Oh, I don't mind that. I have no issue with watching a bunch of high schoolers do things as long as the high schoolers aren't, like, stupid about half the shit they do. Like, for instance, Classroom of the Elite's actually pretty interesting. It's a very, like, highbrow anime. Is there a good reason to get Miss Crane? She's really good in challenge environments and doubly so when you need to amp damage. So, like, in particular, the Super Recollection quest, like I was talking about earlier. Elfen Lied is more just edgy for shock factor ammo. Yeah, I mean, there's, like, blood and terrible dismemberment everywhere. Would you consider Gantz dark? From what I know of the manga, yes. Yes, I would. The anime, I think the anime ends before it gets too crazy. Gold Jr., thank you for the follow. Listen, I still need to watch, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Chat keeps telling me that I don't need to actually watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I just need to watch the Abridged. Accurate. And then apparently I'll understand the card games on motorcycles mean. Team 4-star, yep. Draw monster card. It's funny, I know most Yu-Gi-Oh memes just from my friends. I have never watched nor played Yu-Gi-Oh myself, but I know most of the memes just from my friends. Make sure you watch the pre-showing rules. Wait, there are rules in Yu-Gi-Oh? I've been led to believe that rules only exist to restrict other people other than the protagonist. And chat, I'm the protagonist. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it was a little Karibo, actually. Team 4-Star is the one that did Dragon Ball Bridge, sorry. Yu-Gi-Oh players can't read? Ah, same. If you have money, the rules are irrelevant? See, I thought it was if you had a gun, the rules are irrelevant. That's my understanding of Yu-Gi-Oh. Also true. Believe in the heart of the cards to repeat? Yeah. Oh, that damn it. Guns don't exist, you point fingers at people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, that's right? Like, cause didn't the American version of it or whatever like edit all that stuff out? Has 6 sentences on text of every card? I mean, I hear you say that, but that's no different than FGO skills. FGO skills used to be like 1 line, now they're like 6 sentences. The 4 Kids dub, okay. The dub did erase guns out of the character's hands. Yeah, didn't it also erase a corpse and turn it into like a chalk outline? Oh. Double-sided sparking caster. Not the caster we're looking for, but I'll still take it. She's cute. They also included Shadow Realm, JP straight kills. Oh, really? So wait, the Shadow Realm itself is a meme? I thought, like, you know, sending people to the Shadow Realm was the meme. Not that, like, it was a totally made-up thing for kids. That's fucking hilarious. I never knew that. They made it all up, yep. Damn, that makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Quite the death sport then. Is there an anime that 4 Kids didn't fuck up? I have no idea. I thought I remembered the 4 Kids like One Piece not being too terrible. Other than the opening, apparently. I heard Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga originally wasn't even centered around the card game, but around the games themselves. But the card game aspect was too popular. That's what I heard too, is like originally there wasn't even supposed to be a card game really, and then it became so popular like, well shit, oh no. Oh, okay. My heart stopped because I thought that was gonna be John. Again. That would be like NP21 John. The original manga was just games and gambling lives, etc. Well, I mean, it's no different than gambling normally, right? Community collective PTSD kicked in, yep. I have the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5DS manga and it's dark? Really? Honestly, like, I don't think I'd mind a more, like, gritty adult version of some of the, like kids type of shows, right? Like, I think that's, even if you look at something like, and chat's gonna flame me for this, even if you look at something like Naruto, when you had Shippuden coming in and it was a little bit more, like, teenagery and less for kids, that worked out well. I think going the extra step there and making it, like, actually for adults wouldn't be bad either. The Japanese versions of Yu-Gi-Oh! Always have dark things in them. Just watch Wixos? I've never heard of that. The audience grew during the time skip, so it made sense. Wait, time skip? They time skipped their audience? Mr. Creamy, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. How's it going? How was FGO? Uh-oh. All right, chat. Let's buy another. Let's see what happens. To hell with all of this. This event is amazing. I told you, like, I fucking love it. This event is easily one of the best events we've had in a long time. OG Naruto was more mature than Shippuden? Wait, are you saying that, like, Michael Cera as Naruto screaming "Believe it" was mature? Believe it! I think it was, Scar. And what up, Cog? I'm loving the music. Yeah, the music for the event's great. I just, in general, I knew everyone would like this event. How many courts now? No idea. This is somewhere in pack number 2. And I think I started with like 140 courts, chat? Something like that? Did you change mic settings? Windows update apparently has screwed up my sound. Everyone keeps commenting. I have no idea what it was. Music is fire, mix is key to sell. Yep. Well, chat, and this is why I say, like, you know, again, I see people that are screaming. They're like, I don't want more Saberfaces. I'm like, I don't care. I want more. Saberface is the reason I play this game. We haven't had a Saberface in 2 freaking years now at this point on JP, pretty much. Like, we're coming up on 2 years. It was basically Saber Okitan during summer this year. So basically, if we get to summer this year without having another Saberface released, it'll have been 2 years since the last one. And chat, that's not Artoria, that's Saberface. We haven't had a John, a Nero, anything, right? Like, so I'm kind of sitting here and just being like, what the heck? So, and don't get me wrong, right? Like, I understand there's plenty of other people out there that they want more. They want their own favorite unit. Like, you see Hera right there asking for another Serenity. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind, and I'm not here to say, like, oh, you can't have that so that I can have this. No, I don't view the game as like a zero-sum game. I don't think that me getting a unit that I want gets in the way of you getting a unit that you want. I mean, we could maybe make an argument about that with the way the dev staff currently is, but that's a problem in and of itself. But I'm still of this opinion that, yeah, no, they should just, again, keep pumping out units that are fan favorites and stuff like that. They could still do new stuff. They could still bring about new units, but they need to occasionally go back and dive into that nostalgia. For starters, just because it sells well. Like I said, there's a whole reason where, yeah, I play the game for the Saberfaces. Well, chat, it's been 2 years since the last one. What reason do I have to keep playing? Well, the hope of there being another Saberface eventually. Well, shit. You're literally taking someone that has just sat there constantly rolling on every Saberface to NP5 and saying, hey, you don't have to roll anymore. Okay, fine. Throw away the free money. They need to release a new Ren face. It's been too long. Yeah, I mean, and I've talked about that before too. Like, I have no idea why it's been so long for them in that regard. I don't know why they don't go like, that's some easy money. I'll just not do that. Like, isn't the last Ren face Space Ishtar? Yeah. There hasn't been a Saberface in 2 years, really? It's coming up on it. We're basically sitting at about, let's see. Basically around like 21 months since the last Saberface right now. No, yeah, maybe like 19, but. Gotta ask this now. Is Tunguska worth bond grinding? Oh, you really can't. Like there's not enough for you to actually be able to do in Tunguska. Everything's time locked. So like, this is the big thing I've pointed out to people before. Oh, spark again. Golden spark. Hello, Nito. All the Nitos. Wait, why do you keep mentioning Arcueid, who is in fact a Saberface? Like I really loved when they put my favorite. I really loved when they put my favorite Moon Cancer into Tsukihime. That was great. I'm so glad they remade it with her. Bodegon, thank you for the 41. And like, you can't convince me otherwise. Need to bring Crane with you next time, please, right? How goes rolls for MP2? Well, we've already seen some spoofs here, which is interesting, but I'm still okay with it. I used to think it was because our Face is a trait. She should be the only one that gets that much recurring servant releases, but they can always introduce a trait on command. Yeah, pretty much. And like, don't get me wrong, right? Like, part of the reason why Saber has so many is because of that, and that's part of the reason that she's been popular and why they've been able to market it so well. Like, I think if you suddenly started pumping out, say, like, Medusa faces, obviously the Medusa fans would love it, but there would come a point where the rest of the community would just be like, what the heck, right? And we've actually seen that happen before with, like, Ellie. We've actually seen people complain that there are too many Ellies in the game, and how dare Ellie have more versions than my favorite unit, right? I don't really have an issue with it. And this is where I say, like, the people that just want to complain about this stuff are largely just angry because they haven't gotten the thing that they want. And again, chat, my stance here is they should. Like, they need to stop complaining about other people getting things they want. They need to stop trying to ruin the fun for other people, and instead they just need to come together and be like, hey, when can we get one? And I agree with them. They should, right? Like, if you want another Serenity, if you want another again, like Da Vinci or something like that, okay, this is definitely an SSR. Let's hope it's a caster. Okay, is it the right caster? It's the right caster. There we go. All right, chat, we got MP2. Let's go. Nice. It's been a while since I've had actual correct rainbow, it feels like. But yeah, I'm very much a don't yuck someone else's yum. Like, allow me to have my Saberfaces, and I easily allow you to have all of your favorite units too. Because chat, like, I'm not a monolith. As much as I like the Saberfaces, I still like other units. Again, you guys got to see my ranking of basically how I view a lot of the other waifus in chat. There's so many other, like, women that I would smash in this game that are not the Saberfaces still. So, like, it's very rare for me to just be like, oh no, I don't like that unit. And again, it's why I say, like, to me, yeah, I think everyone should get what they want, and they should just do more, right? I think they've started to throw out, like, a crazy amount of banners. Well, if you're going to do a crazy amount of banners, why not a crazy amount of servants? I don't know. Yeah, I get that it's probably difficult for them to balance, and they don't want to do that sort of thing, but, like, it's what it is. Just, you know, don't totally give up on the units that made your game popular. I think that's really the crux of my argument here for them. Would you smash Medea? She was excluded if I remember correctly. No, she was included. Medea Lily was excluded. Medea was included. I would definitely smash Medea, provided I don't get, like, rule breakered in my sleep or something like that. Cad put Nito in Smash, so I'm happy, absolutely. But yeah, that's it for the Miss Crane Rolls chat. We got NP2. I think it was, like, you know, about 2 packs there, so is what it is. Pretty much, like, almost 3, because basically we ended up having almost an entire full pack. So, but for NP2, that is not a bad outcome. I will take that. That's pretty good.